It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're at the Sugar Shack, and it is going to be the first day of maple syrup season. There's been a lot of people around here. They tapped, I don't know, maybe last week or the week before, and they got a little bit of a run and they boiled. But I'm not organized enough for that, so I kind of missed that. I don't think I missed very much. It's been super warm, and then all of a sudden today, when I can actually tap trees, it went to about 10 below. So it is pretty fresh, pretty cold out here today, but you know what? This is the time I have to do it, so we are going to be tapping some trees. I have about 150 pails to put up, and I don't know if I'm going to get them up today, but we are going to do our best and see how many we can get up. If you've been around the channel for a bit, I've got the Still MS250 with the Holtzform drill attachment. That's been the staple around here for tapping trees. It's worked really, really well. Last year I meant to come back and actually stack the pails again, but I never got around to it. So everything looks like it's pretty much intact. So probably what we're gonna start doing, we are gonna start tapping all these trees and all the trees close to the Sugar Shack, because they are the ones that normally start running first. I don't know what it is, but the ones closest to the Sugar Shack seem to run first. It's probably just the way the hill is and everything, but let's get at it. I remember some years coming back here and the snow is so deep, it's above your knee, trying to tap trees. This year we barely have any snow. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but man, it's a lot easier to tap trees. The snow is pretty thin. See, that's all the snow we have left. Basically, the snow is gone, and it's gonna rain this week a lot, so I'm assuming we won't have very much snow left at all. So I don't know if that's going to make it a good or a bad year, but man, oh man, it's definitely a different year. But it does make it a lot easier to tap the trees when you don't have to haul through the snow. So there's little blessings anyways. Even though it is really, really cold today, the sap is running. The sun is strong for sure. I think spring's here. I mean, we could get a go of snow, but I really think it's here. Okay, so we need more buckets. We definitely got more buckets. That is a beautiful sound. The sound of sap dripping. It is super cold today, but it is sunny and it is running. The weird thing is the first time you tap, it'll pretty much always run if it's a sunny day. And then if it was a cold day after that, it won't really run. So it is kind of funny, but it is really running today, which is kind of interesting. I have got a lot of the buckets up, but I still probably have about 50 or more, maybe 60 to go. So it is kind of crazy. I have a lot of buckets still to go up. Okay, so there is a lot of work to do yet. I need to wash out my cube, clean up around the sugar shack a little bit. Man, there really is a lot to do still. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. I only have about 17 more pails to do, but I have a ton of lids to put on the pails, and I kind of remember that I had more pails than lids. So I'm gonna have to try to make some, I don't know, in the mornings or whatever. And if it rains before I actually get it all out, the sap, whatever sap's in the bucket won't be good, but it is what it is. If it doesn't rain, well, we got some extra sap. So most of the buckets have lids on them now. There is a few trees that I forgot to even put pails on, so I got quite a few extra. Well, you're kind of getting the hint. There's a lot of walking back and forth with maple syrup. That is a beautiful sight. All the buckets hanging on the trees. So the whole bush is tapped for now anyways. I tapped 131 taps. They're taps, pails, buckets, everything is up and ready to go. I have enough equipment to do 150, so I got to look. I think I got about 8 pails here. Some of them need to be cleaned a little more again. And back at the shop, I think I got some more. So I know that I have at least 18 more I could put up. Do I need to? I think my capacity is pretty well maxed. But if I have enough time, I could just throw them up for good measure anyways. But I was super happy. This is the fastest that I've ever tapped the sugar bush. This was just spectacular. I think a lot of it is the lack of snow really helped a lot. So I'm super happy. This is done. So now basically we just got to cut some firewood, clean out the tank, clean out the pans, get ready to boil some maple syrup. So there should be a bunch of videos in the next little bit. But that's about enough for today. You guys have a good one.